Hey guys, it's me here with your weekly update. There's not gonna be much that I have to say tonight just because actually a lot of things I would normally say on this video, I'm actually holding in for our kickoff tonight. So if you guys don't remember or if you haven't RSVP tonight, February 5th is our annual kickoff for Vineyard Kids Teen. This is just a chance where we're gonna get together. We're gonna have dinner. I have Chipotle coming in for you guys. We have childcare if you guys need it. So we'll have kids coming. So we have kids there. They'll be separated. But this is just a chance for us to connect together as a team, you guys. So we'll have a meal together. Usually we play some sort of game. I've been having fun planning what we're gonna do as a team for some games. So usually there's some like fun prizes and things like that. And then I will share with you guys a little bit about what I believe the Lord's doing for 2026 in Vineyard Kids and then with our church at large. Um, and then we'll also talk about just some very specific things related to kids, to Vineyard Kids. It's just some gentle reminders and like some things that you guys need to know coming down the pipe in terms of the calendar. And then usually I give you guys a chance to then break up into smaller groups where you guys can talk about Sundays and pray for each other and things like that. So I'll have all that directed for what we're going to do at what point. But oh shoot, I dropped it. But I was in preparation for the meeting tonight. I was looking through this wonderful book you guys called "The Secret Spiritual World of Children," um, and I came across this. There's actually a lot of great quotes in here. I could like literally spend a ton of time in here, and I'll actually talk a little bit about some of the great books I've been reading and ways that we can actually engage as a team around these books. But I happened to see this one quote, and it just reminded me of just why one of the many reasons why I love hanging out with kids on Sunday mornings. And the quote is, and they're talking about who is teaching whom, right? So a lot of times as adults, we step into a classroom with kids. Even just the fact that we call it a classroom, right, denotes like, hey, we're there to teach and the kids are there to learn, right? But I love this quote where it talks about we give and we receive. And if we are paying attention, the relationship draws out learning for both of us. And so I just want you guys to think about like, how open are you guys to receiving learning from the kids? I'm always impressed whenever I'm with little kids and just their ways that they see the world and the things that they wonder about. Like, usually I'm just like, I'm with my kids or something and, I'm like focused on getting from point A to point B. And then my daughter will be like, hey, mom, do you see that over there? And then when I pause and I listen to her, and I receive her wondering, like I'm always amazed at what kids notice, right? Or like when I'm sitting with the preteens teaching them and we're talking last week we did the story of the Good Samaritan and we were talking about what is hospitality and what can that look like, especially in today's especially in today's climate. What is like how do we extend hospitality to people? And what was funny is, I'm like, can you imagine this? And they're like, well, duh. They're like it's just the way we as adults tend to complicate things and the way kids tend to like that's actually they're like that's not a hard thought. And I'm like, I just love how, and I don't know, pure kids are. I guess I pure would be the word. And like I just so and just to be able to sit and to receive and to be reminded of like, man, a lot of these things as adults that we carry and that we layer on top of our relationship with Jesus and with others are a lot of times our own doing. And so I always just love learning from the kids, which is part of the reason why I like hanging out with them so much. And so as I was looking through this book, I was reminded of that. And I just wanted to frankly encourage you guys. If you have any great stories of something maybe you've learned from kids, I would love to know. You guys can send it to me and I can, if you're open, I can share it with the team. Or if you're like, man, I haven't thought about my role in that way in terms of the fact that I can learn from the kids when I'm with them. Like, I would encourage you guys, like, the next time you're scheduled to serve, to be like, even before you step into the classroom and say, hey, God, like, give me the posture of learning this morning with the kiddos. And I would be really curious to see what God does for you in that moment. So thank you guys so much for listening to this. Again, I hope you can make it tonight. If not, grab me for coffee. I would love to walk you through all the things that you missed out on. Because I'm excited for the year. I'm getting pumped. I'm getting ready. I'm rested from January, and so I'm excited to do this with you guys. So see you later. Thank you.